Yeah, I want to get this in real quick because I was thinking about I just woke up and was thinking about it's like I don't even know what time it is, but anyway, I was thinking about the John Wayne and excuse me the Wyatt Earp and John Wayne Hop saying things. It's kind of like thinking about the a hat that I had personalized made about the multi-linguistic unilateral papuska, but I was thinking about the Wyatt Earp and the Earp and the two tacos for 99 cents and the 1 gallon of gas for like 99 cents. I mean, quite a bit of things were like 99 cents. And it seemed to be automatically now, like a Wyatt Earp thing, and the Earp being 39 and OPEC, being about, the oil and certain factors of, energy and not limited to oil, but yeah, predominantly so. But anyway, so like it's kind of, that's kind of like thinking about, so that's two tacos for 99 cents. And it's kind of like thinking about, Wyatt Earp, in reality, it's almost like the deal about I don't know if I'd really call it anything other than, similarities of what pro-life means to like pro-Jesus Christ or the Lord's Supper or, having being a superstar involved like a Campbell's alphabet soup and be on the Oval Office and, Camp David thing about Campbell's alphabet soup for real. But yeah, so anyway, I was thinking about that because, it's like in John Wayne's movie, there's like a Mexican kid and quite a few of his like earlier movies with John Wayne named Pepe. And I was thinking about the Eurodollar and the European and I'm a Pan thing, and something about the humor. And anyway, so like I was thinking about that with Wyatt Earp and in the way of like a Lord's Supper where that happens at going through the circuit, and all the stuff about um, something about that. Yeah, so and the deal about hop saying it's the Oriental chef, and I was thinking about how like Jack in the Box was like the two tacos for 99 cents. They have egg rolls, as a matter of fact, too. Yeah, and I was thinking about the humor about the I might muster up enough courage to go to the mailbox. I mean, is that like a hot mustard with egg rolls or like mustard with like hot dogs? It's kind of like really, it's kind of like a multi-linguistic unilateral gray papuska or my thing was the gray poupon. I had mentioned a little bit about the multi-linguistic unilateral gray poupon. Uh, I customized a hat about the papuska thing, but I'm probably going to put the gray poupon on there about the time when like 99 cents for a gallon of gas or the 99-cent tacos, and ultimately it gets to the thing about the 99 cents in a mustard between like as American as hot dogs and apple pie, and what the mustard is to like Japanese 71 in Pearland to Oriental like egg rolls are to like the two tacos for 99 cents, and something about John Wayne and Pepe and Wyatt Earp and Hop Sing the chef. I mean, it's like really, it seems to be like the deal about the mustard, for real, and a little bit of humor about I might muster up enough courage to go to the mailbox and and then it goes to a whole different direction. But yeah, I wanted to include that. I mean, it's like real. I don't even know what time it is. I just woke up and I was thinking about that. And I've been doing this for like really even more so for probably the last 3 or 4 years. I'm just thinking about this kind of stuff like all the time. But in any case, I wanted to include that real quick so I can maybe get some more sleep and maybe put some more like real brains into it. But it's like OPEC is like 39, like the International Electronic Engineering Organization, the IEEO, is 39, like ERP, like ERP, the exclusionary rule provision, okay, of executive power, sovereign immunities, and governmental amnesties. And the thing about Wyatt Earp and um, my thought of like Wyatt's cafeteria, the food, the festive, or what it really seems to be in a way that maybe might not ever be seen that way unless it's just thoroughly something that truthfully seems to be, I've realized something about the humor that leads as like a foundation is almost like the humor that gets right into a whole new perception of like virtually every electronic power of like treasuries and the money, the categorization of money, and it's like having fair use of like the U.S. dollar and it's like the humor really, it really doesn't have to be humor because, um, I don't want to have to say, I don't know if I'd call it grandiose anxiety, but the thing with it is that really the humor, it leads right into the entire situation, and then it goes like really beyond. And it's not supposed to be really anything other than humor, but oh well, yeah. So hopefully, the humor will like lead into the real brains and academics of the real genius involved with it. Yeah, because I see that way, in an academic way, and I always really try to look at everything that way, in a productive academic way. Um, so yeah, so I've been doing that for quite some time, really. But I have a hat that I had personalized with the multi-linguistic Uni-Lateral papuska, but now it's kind of like it's just now clicking in my thing about the mustard and the egg roll and the hot dog. And like Japanese being 71 Pearland, okay? Like I live here in Pearland, okay? My name is Wade, I'm a drummer, okay? And a singer, yeah, might as well be. And, anyway, like I think about this stuff quite a bit because I've been studying everything and really going on my memory for quite some time, many years now. Um, it's only based upon what convenience only means to access right now, really, but really I've been going quite a bit on my memory. And, but anyway, it's kind of like the deal about, like the Great Poupon is in my mind automatically more so associated with baseball. Um, and yet the egg roll thing is almost like it gets to the Oval Office and the spherical quadrants, even of football and globalization, of international financial management, of like linguistics, alphanumerics, symbolic representation, and analytical, and so very much that I study involving, even color code and schematics or symbolic representation that in virtually every way that I do when I do. So anyway, so I wanted to include that real quick um, I think I'm gonna go ahead and have another hat customized, and this is like one of my first ones with embroidered, you know, embroidered like customized hats, and I think I'm gonna stay with it. Some of my previous hats were not embroidered, but this is, and it's like really good. So I think I'm gonna kind of stay with the embroidered part because yeah, it's like yeah, really good. So anyway, I think I'm gonna get the multi-linguistic unilateral gray poupon. I don't know what else I can get on it that might indicate the Oriental kind of Oriental American English thing about the mustard. Like the gray poupon, or as American as hot dogs and apple pie. And, hey, that's two tacos for 99 cents, huh? And the Jack in the Box thing about the egg rolls, and I might muster up enough courage to go to the mailbox, but yeah, so anyway, there's a little bit of humor about the hot dogs and the egg rolls, and excuse me. Yeah, I gotta, hopefully, it won't be going on about Vicks Formula 44. It's kind of like, you gotta be kidding me. The air quality and all this stuff, but, yeah, I can really not be amused by that, like, just even having to clear my throat's, like, really not funny to me, really. Or is it just like something about the, is it really, yeah, so anyway, I'm going to try and get some more sleep here and think about a little bit more and what the deal is with that multi-linguistic unilateral gray poupon as American as hot dogs and apple pie and all that about the taco, the two tacos for 99 cents is like the white herb being about the exclusionary rule provision and executive powers, sovereign immunities and governmental amnesty, and herb being 39 like OPEC. And the taco thing, the two tacos for 99 cents. So it's like what, 21, 24, and 39 like taco. And like NY, New York is like 39 and 39 is 78, and my thing about like an FBI miracle, a heart, God, and escrow, and Robert, and quite a bit, and really, really based upon really a spiritual experience, really, truthfully so, of the baptism. Yeah, and what other, something about a heart, God, in that way. But the thing is that really there's like seem to be like a little bit more involved in, yeah. Anyway, so like my motivation has really been because of a thing involving something about the alphanumerics as well. Finding the meaning, and really probably the only probably real reason that alphanumerics in English is like so created to seem to be about the spiritual principles, even of corporate law, and Christianity itself, and to the supporting evidence likewise in language, that actually explains something in a way that really probably 3 years of it is obviously all about the you know the reality in English that way. Yeah. So so like I'm gonna keep that in thought in mind because of the IEEEO being 39 there. The two tacos, hey, like a 3939, the NYNY thing about the alphanumerics is 78, and the thing about my thing, like when I was looking for, something about a heart, God and Robert and the escrow. Um, I read the book Secrets of the Temple, How the Foot Reserve Runs the Country, and I read it like 2 or 3 times, really 2 times. Okay, and the third time was kind of like skimming through it, and through all, I mean, I was looking for something about a heart, God and Robert and escrow and involving, money, the U.S. dollar, and I mean, I read the book twice, and and really about the third time, I actually decided to look into references and sources of information involved with the book, and I mean, like hundreds of men's names of Robert. I mean, all throughout the entire situation. It's like I didn't even like even read that, and I like read the books like 800, probably 39. It's 839 page book. I mean, it's like really big, and in addition, all the sources of information and references and um, all that in there. And it's like after reading it like 2 times and didn't even look in the sources, and it really based upon an experience. I mean, really, my thing was like focusing on a hard God, not limited to or some spiritually uplifting thing. Some mental magnetism that seemed to be like an uplifting thing about the telepathic experience thing about the something of a baptism for real. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, kind of like my motivation had focused on like a heart God and Robert and escrow and FBI miracle and all that stuff about zip code and 78. Well, so I was kind of like thinking about that because it got to the point that escrow originate from a religious venue. And like here recently, it's like I really been thinking about that Abraham Lincoln night vision and all that stuff, and involving like even like crude oil and jurisprudence, and something about the black back on the pastel green book in the law library, or what OPEC is, or night vision, or even shadow government is to jurisprudence as compared to the province of like world history. I mean the pastel being 73, and Harris, Egypt, and the Israeli thing, and not limited to in the Union. Ultimately, getting to the one word in Book of Thessalonians, and King James Version Bible about the Transfiguration being alphanumeric 192 again. Yeah. So and, or Union being 73, Egypt, Harris, and Israeli thing, and the religious thing about the 6 point star, or Deep Star 6 to like the Code Blue, Star of David and Israel thing. Union being 73, or State of the Union address being 192. Likewise, I've been to some the AA thing about the American Amplified deal about on home theaters, identifying a scale. I'm not sure if it's limited to. I'm almost to the point that it being a representative on a home theater as far as amplification, I don't think it's limited to just only amplification based upon available information that would be likewise in addition and involving principles of a there's a book I've read, not all of it, but I have read a majority of principles of digital audio, and I think if my memory serves me correctly, William Pullman is the author. And it's like it really gets into it. Yeah, it's a good book about the principles of digital audio. It's got like the drop of water on it, like a waveform, almost sometimes like a point of origin as a distribution of even information that way of like, you know, what it means, like even in core curriculum of like even solar systems and planetariums and the core curriculum. But anyway, yeah, so it's like even a distribution of like information as a center point or point of origin or something that. So anyway, yeah, so like I was thinking about that because once again I'm going a little bit getting off track here a little bit, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get another hat with the multi-linguistic unilateral gray poupon thing about mustering up enough courage to go to the mailbox thing. Yeah, so anyway, so that's almost like the pie or square deal of like 2 tacos for 99 cents, and egg rolls. As American as hot dogs, and apple pie, the Jack in the Box thing, the square, the pie R squared, R squared, like a 9-degree symmetrical, isometrical of a triangle, what would be still 180 degrees of a protractor, an identical twin rainbow, yeah, for real, or sock and Texas, all that Ector, and thing about the thing about the 200 location there is Fort Stockton, Texas, and I'm trying to find some similarities of programming of Friday Night Lights about the high school football team, but to me it's like the plateau for Purple Mountain's Majesty above the frigid plains, America, America thing. Um, for Purple Mountain's Majesties is like in my mind automatically a plateau, and the Permian Basin in Fort Stockton is a location of a place in circuit of the Alpha of 200. Um, yeah, so and if that's ultimately the one movie, there's like one movie, a James Bond movie, that's not about the Bond. Can you believe it? And like the James Lenall 64 thing, like hmm, the one James Bond movie that's not about the Bond, James Lenall, huh? Yeah, there is one movie, a James Bond movie that is not about the Bond. James Bond. Not necessarily Bond, James Bond, yeah. And believe me, you've already heard it that way before. James Bond. Bond, James Bond. It's really the James Bond. So like the James Lenall 64 thing, being alphanumerics of 200, Lord Jesus Christ or Pro Jesus Christ, Transportation, and Bicentennial Drummer, and yeah, so like I've been really thinking about quite a bit about it, but yeah, so yes, there is one movie of James Bond that's not about the Bond. Yeah, for real, huh? Yeah, huh? Amazing. Anyway, yeah. Hmm. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to take a break and get some more sleep and maybe decide if I'm going to upload this or to YouTube, or I might go ahead and do it anyway. I've been uploading virtually everything I talk about. But anyway, I'll probably put a little bit more structure and content in the body about presentation that way. But anyway, I want to think about it a little more, and I'm going to kind of like stop right at 19 minutes and yay, 3 seconds, yeah.